Hi, my dear children. How are you all? All are sleeping now? It is time for you to start study seriously. You will have exam by the end of this month. Okay? Don't expect direct questions. There will be indirect questions, and questions will be asked from the chapter also. And the portions, whatever taught till now, will be there. That portions will be uploaded along with the timetable. So start study your portions. So today let us start an important part in HTML, that is HTML forms. HTML forms very useful part in every website. We are using HTML forms to create login forms, feedback forms, online application forms, and data entry forms, etc. So let us learn how to create HTML forms today. HTML form allows the user to create an electronic form and can be used to collect information from the site visitor and send to a server for processing. This is an example for HTML form. Here you can enter your name in the text box in here below the first name box, and you can enter password in the password text box. When you press the submit button, there is another control, submit button control. When you press the submit button, automatically this data will be sent to the server and it will be saved in the database. Let's see how HTML forms work. This is the user. User type his query in his computer, and when he press the submit button, it will send to the server. From the server, that query will be sent to the database. There will be lot of similar results in the database. Database will search the results, and the result form will send back to the user like this, and user will get the result in his system. Like this forms, HTML forms works. HTML forms can be used to create dynamic website. A web form on a web page allows the user to send data to a server for processing. It is taking data from the user using different controls and submitting to the server. Forms can be used to create user interactive web pages. The best example for a dynamic website is Google website. Here we can enter our keyword, and at the real time we will get the response from the server. So we can enter a search word or keyword or our query in the search box. It will send to the server, and from the server we will get the answer. HTML controls. User interacts with forms through named objects. These objects are called controls. Different types of controls. Different types of controls are buttons, check boxes, radio buttons, menus, password, and text input or text boxes. Text input. It allows the user to enter text data in the form. There are two types of text inputs: single line text box and multi-line text box or text area. There are two types of text boxes. This is the single line text box. Here we can enter data only in a single line, only in one line. So here I am typing my name, and after that when I press the enter key, you can see that it will not go to the next line. This is text area. Here we can type multiple lines in this, like address we can type here. So I am typing the next line, again I am going to the next line. So like this we can type in multiple lines using text area. Buttons. Buttons allows the user to perform operation when user clicks on it. There are three types of buttons. Submit button. When activated submit button, when we click on the submit button, it submits a form to the server automatically. Reset button. When we click on the reset button resets all controls to their initial values or default values. Push button. Push button has no default behavior. We have to write script associated with event attribute to perform specified operation. Button allows the user to perform an action when we click on that button. So there are three types of buttons: submit button, reset button and push buttons. Submit button send the values to the form automatically. We no need to do any special scripting or coding to the submit button. So here I am entering the name here in the text box, and in the address box I am entering the address, and when I click on the submit button, the values in the form send automatically to the server. Can you see? Whereas in reset button, when we click on the reset button, the value will not send to the server, but it will reset all the values in the form, in all the controls, to its default value or initial value. So when I click on the reset button, you can see that values in the text box and address box change to the initial value. Checkbox. Checkbox control allows user to select one or more values from a list of values. Checkbox allows the user to select more than one item from the list. Suppose if you want to give your hobbies, some of might have hobby only music as the hobby. Others might have both music and drawing as the hobbies. So they can make their selection by just clicking inside the music if they want to select only one, and if they want to enter both hobbies, they can select two hobbies by clicking these two checkboxes. Like this, you can enter two selections at the same time using the checkbox. Radio button. Radio button allows the user to select only one value from the given list. If user need to select only one option from multiple choices, we can use radio button. For example, in an application form, user need to submit gender. There will be two options, male and female. You can select either male
or you can select female. Only one radio button you can select at a time from the list. So that is radio button.
Password. This control is used to get password from the user. Text entered in this box is displayed as asterisks or dots. The characters are not visible to the user.
Password control is used to enter password. When we are using ATM and all, we have to enter password. So it is similar to our text box. Here, this is the text box, ordinary text box. We can enter value here, that is visible. But when we enter value in the password box, that value will be displayed as asterisks or dots. It is not visible. Letters or characters what we are entering to that box is not visible to the user. So this is password control.
Menus. Menus offer users options from which they can choose their item. It will display a list of items. From that list, user can select any one item.
Menus contains different options in the drop down box, and from the list you can select any one option. Here you have to select your country. So from the drop down menu you can select your country. Just click, then it will be selected. Like this, menus allow the user to select an item from the given list.
So today we have learned about HTML forms and its different controls like text box, radio button, menu, password, checkboxes, buttons, all this. We will learn how to create forms in the next session. So all of you read the chapter and find out the checkpoint question answers from page number 138. Find out the answers. I will upload the answers tomorrow. You have to check your answers in the notes section. Thank you all. Have a nice day. Bye.